Hey everyone! Today's topic is one that I know many of you have been curious about. Can a black hole swallow Earth? Black holes are some of the most mysterious and fascinating objects in the universe, and the thought of one of them potentially consuming our planet is definitely a daunting one. But don't worry, in this video we're going to dive into the science behind black holes and explore the likelihood of this actually happening. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's get started. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos on all things space, science and astronomy. Alright, so now that we've got a basic understanding of what black holes are, let's talk about how they form. There are two main types of black holes: stellar black holes and supermassive black holes. Stellar black holes are formed when a massive star runs out of fuel and its core collapses in on itself. This collapse is so powerful that it creates a point of infinite density and gravity, known as a singularity. The event horizon, or the point of no return, surrounds the singularity and marks the boundary of the black hole. On the other hand, supermassive black holes are much larger and are typically found at the center of galaxies. Scientists aren't entirely sure how these massive black holes form, but one theory is that they are formed by the collision and merger of multiple stellar black holes. It's important to note that both types of black holes are incredibly dense and have incredibly strong gravitational pull, but the size of them are vastly different, with supermassive black holes being much larger than stellar black holes. Earth is a tiny speck in comparison, with a diameter of about 12,742 kilometers. Stellar black holes, as we discussed earlier, are formed from the collapse of massive stars and typically have a diameter of around 30 kilometers or less. That's incredibly small compared to Earth, but still incredibly dense and with a strong gravitational pull. On the other hand, supermassive black holes are much larger, with diameters that can be millions or even billions of times larger than Earth. The black hole at the center of our galaxy, known as Sagittarius A, is estimated to have a diameter of around 44 million kilometers. That's huge. It's important to note that the size of a black hole doesn't necessarily correspond to its strength of gravitational pull. Even though stellar black holes are much smaller, they can still be incredibly powerful. Alright, so now let's talk about the effects of a black hole on Earth if it were to come too close to us. The closer an object gets to a black hole, the stronger the gravitational pull becomes. This means that if a black hole were to come close to Earth, it would have a huge effect on our planet's orbit and rotation. The gravitational pull would be so strong that it would pull the Earth off its current orbit and into the black hole. But let's not panic just yet. Black holes are incredibly rare and are typically found in the far reaches of space. The closest known black hole to Earth is located about 3,000 light-years away, which is incredibly far away and poses no threat to our planet. Even if a black hole were to come closer to Earth, the effects on life on our planet would be catastrophic. The intense gravitational forces would tear apart the Earth and everything on it, including all living organisms. It's important to note that this scenario is extremely unlikely and there's no evidence that a black hole will ever come close enough to Earth to cause any harm. But it's always fun to explore the possibilities of what could happen in space. We've established that black holes are incredibly powerful and can have a huge effect on the objects around them, but just how likely is it that Earth will be affected by one? As I mentioned earlier, the closest known black hole to Earth is located about 3,000 light-years away. That's incredibly far away, and it's safe to say that it poses no threat to our planet. Now, let's compare the size of Earth to the event horizon of the nearest black hole. The event horizon is the point of no return, the boundary of the black hole, and it is much smaller than the black hole itself. Even the nearest black hole event horizon is many times larger than the Earth, making it impossible for Earth to be swallowed by it. So, based on this analysis, it's incredibly unlikely that a black hole will ever come close enough to Earth to cause any harm. In fact, the chances of this happening are practically zero. It's always important to remember that space is vast and mysterious, and there's still so much we don't know about it. But based on what we do know, the likelihood of a black hole swallowing Earth is extremely low.